That was actually a cool wee intro. Alright, we'll start it there. Hello everyone and welcome. Today is the 1st of January 2024 and today, well first off actually, Happy New Year. But today we're going to be looking back at the PlayStation 2023 wrap up and also just talking a bit about plans and hopes for 2024. I did take a little peek at this back when it first came out at the start of December. However, I ended up not doing a video on it then because it had FIFA 23 as my most played game for December with only 2 hours. And I was like, you know what, we'll hold off, we'll wait till the new year and we'll do it. So this is as accurate as it can be. I haven't played any more games since yesterday, I haven't got any more trophies, so let's get right into it. PlayStation 2023 wrap up, how'd you play this year? Let's find out. Right, in 2023 you played 160 games. Well, you sure spice things up with heaps of variety, and it all started with the roar of the crowd. Your first game, Battlefield 5, the 1st of the 1st, 2023. I don't actually think that's right. In fact, I know it's not, because the first game I actually played was CSI on the PS3, because me and my brother got drunk last year, and that's what we done, we played CSI Fatal Conspiracy. So, I'm guessing it doesn't include PS3 games, it's only PS4 and PS5 games this is counting. But yeah, technically, that's wrong. But honestly, I don't even remember playing Battlefield 5 on January 1st, so that's kind of surprising. And for the 160 games played, I expect that number to be significantly lower this year coming. The reason that number's so high is pretty much just because of PS Plus Premium, which I have since cancelled because of the price increase. Well, not just the price increase, it's PS Plus Premium isn't worth what PS Plus Extra is, but I don't need a bigger backlog. You get access to so many games, and I was just adding more and more games to my backlog, and I was like, you know what? I've got hundreds of games that I've bought and I've not even started that I need to get worked on, so I don't need any more getting added. But yeah, 160, it will be significantly lower next year. What else we got? Your top 5 games here, your big hitters of 2023. I like that's such a casual. We get 2 FIFA games, a COD, Apex, and UFC 3, a sports game. Jesus Christ. To be fair, I do like the FIFA games. See, it's just something that you can play whilst listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video. It's one of the few games that I can actually turn my brain off and still be pretty decent at. But Apex Legends is a big surprise, to be honest, because especially the PS5 version, I did not play anywhere near that amount of time for Apex, so that is weird. And I honestly expected UFC 3 to be my most played game because I went for the platinum for that this year and I got it. But the reason that number is so high, it says 113, realistically, that was about 30, 35 hours. Because what I had to do was, you have to play, it's over like 1,000 online matches to hit max rank for one of the trophies, and I was just remote playing it from work, so I would leave my PlayStation on for hours and hours with a UFC game on, not even touching it. So that number is highly inflated. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War surprising as well, to be honest. I know it's a bit an unpopular opinion, I think, in the COD community, but I would say Cold War's probably the last good Call of Duty game that we had. But even in the same way as Apex, I don't think I played that much a Cold War, so that's pretty surprising. Although saying that, I did actually go for a few trophies. But 57 hours is surprising. Alright, let's keep it moving. What else we got? Your gaming style, the GOAT. You spent 16% of your game time on the field, calling the shots and chalking up the wins. I'm guessing that just means that I like sports games, which, yeah, fair enough. I've sunk a fair amount of time into them. Right, your year in play. Let's look at what you got up to month by month. So for January, game of the month was WWE 2K22, which is it's kind of surprising. Did I platinum that this year? Or no, this year, but 2023. I thought that was a 2022 platinum. But yeah, if I got that platinum this year, that makes sense because that was a massive time sink getting all the My Faction trophies. And despite having grown up with the WWE games and liking them, going for the platinum for that's kind of ruined the games. I'm kind of off the WWE games now. But I actually thought Last of Us might have been my most played game for January because I get the platinum for that. But oh well, 32 hours played, 111 trophies. That's pretty good. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, yeah, February. I'm guessing this is either when PS. Oh no, in fact, because I done it before, it get added to PS Plus. I tried to go for some of the online trophies, and there's a specific one that it's a fire team game mode, I think it's called. And pretty much the only way you can find a lobby is if you play on American servers, and it's only on Saturday nights you can find a game. So Saturday night for Americans, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning over here in the UK, and it was brutal. It was fucking brutal. I'm half asleep trying to get. I think it was squad wipes you needed. It was just horrible. But yeah, I tried going for the platinum for that this year or last year, and it just was not happening. So hopefully I can get the platinum for that this year. The main thing that stopped me getting the platinum for Cold War is it's like a top-down arcade shooter zombie kind of thing, and it's fucking solid. I'm right at the end as well, but I'm just not good at that game mode. Top month, March was my most played. UFC 3, as previously mentioned, my game time wasn't anywhere near that amount. Yeah, I think that is my rarest platinum, or my second rarest. And it's no surprise because, I mean, it is a very boring grind. April PGA Tour 2K21, it was just a platinum. I used to love the golf games when I was a kid. PGA Tour 2003 on the PS2, loved that game. So it was one of the ones where I was like, I'll get the platinum for this. And then about over halfway through, I was like, I kind of regret I started this, but I need to finish it. It was just a game to play whilst watching TV shows. In fact, I think it was like Netflix documentaries I was watching at the time when I was getting the platinum for this. But it's a golf game. It's pretty boring. May, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I mentioned it in the ranking the platinums video. It was a good game, but I kind of ruined it for myself by streaming it. Long story short, I didn't want to get stuck while streaming it, so I played it on an easier difficulty, and it just kind of ruined the combat in that for me. And in retrospect, I wish I just played it offline, played it on normal difficulty, played it the way it was meant to be. But you live and you learn. Also, shout out Connor, because he bought the game, played it, and then gave me it, so he saved me like £70. In fact, also, this t-shirt I'm wearing, he got me as well for my birthday like 2 or 3 years ago, and it still holds up well, to be fair. So yeah, shout out Connor if you're watching. June, Battlefield 5, that's when I would have got the platinum for that. That's the first platinum that I ever had to boost, and obviously spawned my problem with the trophy hunting community video, which is my most viewed video in regards to trophy hunting, which is pretty annoying, to be honest. YouTube can be so weird sometimes, because it's like you put, let's say, 35 hours in getting the platinum, then an extra 10 hours on top of that with like script writing, editing, all that kind of stuff, and YouTube just doesn't push it, despite it having like good metrics and stuff like that. But you put your microphone on and just rant for 10 minutes, and YouTube's like, this is some fucking good shit, let's push that out. But yeah, July, Battlefield 2042, probably my proudest platinum for this year, actually. When it launched, it was kind of a state, but that's usual for Battlefield games. But it's kind of grown on me as a game, despite not improving that much, if at all. But yeah, this was the last platinum I needed for all the Battlefield games on PS4, and I genuinely thought I would never get it, because there was a game mode called Hazard Zone, which was pretty much dead on arrival. Like, if you didn't play it within the first 2 weeks, you weren't getting the trophy for it. But it would have had to have been before July, actually. Earlier in the year, PlayStation added it to the PS Plus, your monthly game, so just an influx of new players came in, and they were just trying every single game mode, and I was like, finally, it was a godsend. I was finally able to get the trophies for it. And the only Battlefield game that I'm missing now is Battlefield 3, but that's on the PS3, and it's also, I'm going to need to boost it, and it's going to be a really boring grind, so I don't know if I'll go back and do that. Also, Bad Company 1 and 2, but I never really cared about the Bad Company games. August, FIFA 23, so I had plans of making a video on getting the FIFA 23 Platinum. I've played every single FIFA game since FIFA 99, FIFA 2000, back on the PS1, when it was the Lisbon Lions. It was either 99 or 2000, one of the games. It had the Lisbon Lions in it, and I played it a fuck ton as a wee guy. And despite playing, like I said, every FIFA game, I'd never platinumed any of them. And FIFA 23 is the last FIFA. FIFA is now known as EAFC. So I was like, I'll do a video getting the last ever FIFA Platinum. And Spoiler, I can't get the platinum anymore. Well, I still could get the platinum, but I'd have to use real money, like £20, and I just don't want to. I was actually going to do a video ranting about how I can't get the platinum for it. So pretty much one of the trophies is you need to buy 50 items of clothing or something like that, I think it is, and it's like 25,000 coins per item. And because the seasons are done, you don't get any coin boosts or anything like that. And it's the FIFA Street kind of like game mode, and I don't even think I'm getting like 100 coins per match that I'm winning. So it's like pretty much literally impossible for me to get it unless I spend like £20 real cash, which I don't want to do. But if I'm drunk enough one night and I'm dumb enough, then I might do it. But hopefully not. It's a bummer as well, man, because I was so close to getting the platinum for it, and it wasn't a hard platinum, but it was an enjoyable platinum up until that point. September, Evil Dead the game. Great game when it launched, but devs kind of just let it go to shit. And I had to boost the last few trophies. The thing was, I get the hardest trophies legit back when the game was actually like popular. But I went back to it and it is just infested with either hackers or people just abusing the exploits in the game. It's whenever I tried to play it, it was pretty much unplayable, which sucks. October, The Quarry for PS5. Brilliant game. Don't go for the platinum though. This has put me off Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, a bunch of games that I wanted to platinum Until Dawn. Because it was brilliant. See, like your first playthrough, amazing game. But then I can't remember how many playthroughs I had to do. But it was like a ridiculous amount of playthroughs, and there's certain chapters that are like halfway through. It's like really good for like world building and story building. The first playthrough, but then every other playthrough, it's like, oh come on, to fuck man, just get me past this. But great game. Don't go for the platinum. November, Tom Clancy's The Division. Done a video on it. Brilliant game. Loved going back to New York City for it. And I'm looking forward to The Division 2. I might do that this year. I'm not sure. And then December, Game of the Month, Game of the Year for me, Alan Wake 2. Just a masterpiece of a game, honestly. From the visuals, the environments, the storytelling, the gameplay, the music, literally is top 5 like best games of all time that I've played. And I was kind of worried going into it. I never watched any trailers or gameplay footage going into it. I played Alan Wake 1 back in 2011 because it was the year after it came out. I got my mum to buy me the collector's edition because I thought it was the coolest collector's edition I'd ever seen. It's like a wee book. And thankfully I ended up enjoying the game. But loved the game, loved the story. And then we had to wait, whatever it was, like 10, 13 years for a sequel. So in my head I was like, this probably isn't going to live up to the expectations. But I mean, it blew my expectations away. I mean, even now, I'm watching YouTube videos on like the Remedy universe, like the lore, how it's all connected. There's a guy and he's doing like breakdown videos on Alan Wake 2, like he's reviewing it. And it's a 3-part series. He's only uploaded 2 parts and it's 2.5 hours long each part. And I've watched every single bit of it. And there's also other channels as well that are doing lore videos. I love Alan Wake, I love the story for it. It's got its teeth sunk into me. Amazing game. PlayStation Plus, a playlist for the GOAT. This is them just trying to get me to upgrade to PS Plus. I'm guessing that's just sport games. Alright, here we go. This year you played 1,412 hours. Yeah, it's that's a bit embarrassing. But to be fair, I don't really go out as much as I used to. I just go to work, walk the dog, and I want to play my PlayStation. So I think that number will be pretty similar next year, to be honest. As sad as that is. Yeah, and your favourite Joe sense. Okay. You might be able to hear Shug snoring in the background. I'm not sure. I can hear him pretty loud. In 2023, you earned 1,466 trophies. Look at all that shiny platinum. We love to see it. 37 platinums, 195 gold, 341 silver, and 893 bronze. Level 426 to 471. I don't think my platinum trophies will be anywhere near that number for this year. Pretty much because this year I was going super hard on hitting 100. I was like, what hit 100, what hit 100? And I don't really Like I've got a goal, like a platinum goal that I want to hit this year, but it's not that massive. So I expect that to be around about the 20 mark, if I had to guess. Around about 20 platinums. Because I'm also going to be doing PC games, Xbox games, stuff like that as well. Your social style, the messenger, you had a lot to say and got the word out by sending 385 messages this year. That is interesting. Because I don't really use like the messaging on it. Like if I ever want to talk to my pal or anything like that, it's always like voice chat we connect. I'm guessing, so I done boosting for Dead Rising 2 online trophies. The game mode's dead, like you literally need to boost to get them. And it was me, two North American guys, I can't remember if they were Canadian or American, and another guy that never spoke a lick of English. And the two North American guys were the one that created like the boosting session on PSNProfiles, but they'd never boosted trophies before, so they didn't know what they were doing, and they didn't organise anything. So I was like, right, so I had to kind of just like take the reins on it and organise it. But they never wanted to do voice chat, which was weird. It was just messages the whole time. Which I say is weird. It's fair enough. I mean, some people just don't like to talk. I've been there before where it's like you just can't be arsed talking to them. So I'm guessing that's where a vast majority of the messages are from. But even then, I don't think I would have sent anywhere near that amount. So that's a weird one. PlayStation Stars, you earned 45 digital collectibles and you earned 3,759 points. I love PlayStation Stars. I think I've only had it for a year and a half maybe, whenever it came out. It's not been out that long, but essentially what it is you get like wee challenges and it'll be like you get 50 points for playing the new PS Plus monthly game, playing a specific game, when you buy stuff off the store. I can't remember what the conversion rate is, but when you buy stuff off the store, you get points as well. I've got Jesus shocking. That's a loud snore. Uh, I've got like £25 worth of PlayStation credit for free by just doing the challenges, and then when I buy digital games, it gives me the points. If you aren't part of PlayStation Stars, definitely sign up because it is worth it. And that's a wrap. What a year! Share and compare your greatest memories from 2023 with your friends. I think that's the only one that I would probably share. Even then, I'm not going to post it. Like, nobody cares. You know what I mean? Avatar and PlayStation Stars digital collectibles unlocked. And this is just ads and stuff like that. Right, so let's switch over to PSNProfiles and we'll talk about the plans. Okay, so as you can see, this is my PSNProfiles account. Level 451, 7,998 trophies. We're 2 off 8,000, and I decided to save that for The Last of Us Remastered, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm doing my grounded playthrough, and it is brutal. I'm currently stuck on, I don't want to get spoilers, but I'm currently stuck on just after the university. I'm with a guy, and it is very hard. I have died so many times, it is brutal. And 107 platinums. I get 7 platinums after Dead Space, and I think that's pretty much the big main stats. World rank, country rank, we don't care about. So I'll quickly run through kind of just what I've been playing and what platinums I've got since the Dead Space video. So as I mentioned in my rank and platinums video, the reason I rushed the medium and the only reason I platinumed it was because I wanted to get Dead Space platinum number 100 before I'd done a video challenge, and I failed the challenge. Well, I never failed, I just gave up on it. I was like, I'm not enjoying this. So right after Dead Space was finished, I had a month, bang on a month of PlayStation Plus Premium left, and I was like, we'll do a challenge video. How many PS Plus Premium Platinums can I get in 30 days? And started off strong, Killzone Liberation, brilliant game. I'd been playing that in the background while I was doing Dead Space. And then Siphon Filter came. In fact, no, I must have done. So, Ape Escape was a game that I played, and I hated it. I was like, is this supposed to be an easy platinum? Everybody say it's a great easy platinum, and it's a kid's game. I don't have a nostalgic connection to it. It is shit. That's the only way I can say it. Dead Space 3. After doing Dead Space, so I want a platinum Dead Space 2 for 200th platinum, Dead Space 3 for the 300th platinum, but I was like, I'll get my brother to play through the co-op campaign with me because there's online trophies, and when it comes time to do the Dead Space 3 video, I don't want online trophies that I can't get that stops me getting the platinum. So we started doing that, and I'm trying to remember why we stopped. Oh, because he finally got a job. He get a wee job, so our times never synced up. I mean, to get back on that actually. Siphon Filter, this was the reason that I got PS Plus Premium, was to play the Siphon Filter games. I never played them as a kid. I watched my brother and my dad play them on the PS1, and I loved them. In fact, no, I did. I played Siphon Filter 2, I think it was, multiplayer, just against my brother, but I was dog shit at it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But yeah, got the platinum for Siphon Filter. Ghostbusters, I was like, this is supposed to be a fairly easy platinum. I'll try Ghostbusters. Didn't like the game. Siren, this is supposed to be like a difficult 100%. But it's meant to be like a good game, like a Japanese game. I just could not get into it. It's Japanese horror, and I was just like, this is not my style. Siphon Filter 2, that was probably the best Siphon Filter game, to be fair. Battlefield 2042, like I said. In fact, I never mentioned, but I get a belter, a platinum pop. That's one of my favourite platinum pops. Was that bit of Hitman 3, didn't play a whole lot of it. Siphon Filter 3, and that was the last Siphon Filter game that I done. There was Dark Mirror and something else. There was another Siphon Filter game on Premium. I can't remember, but there was two Siphon Filter games and they were PSP ports, but they never updated the controls, so it's still like the face button, like triangle to look up, X to look down, and I was like, fuck this, like I'm not playing this. FIFA 23, like I said, we tried the video for that. The Division, we'd done a video on that, that was a good platinum. And then Fight Night Round 4, I just wanted to play some boxing, to be honest. Aliens Fireteam Elite, started that with my pal. And most of these are just games that I was like, I'll try them, I'll play a little bit of it. Dead Space, the PS5 version that get added to EA Play. I was like, I'll try it out. I'll finish the game. I'll play the story, but I'm not gonna go for the platinum. I've done it once. Alan Wake 2, as mentioned, best game of the year. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So I've started doing a video on it, but to be honest, I finished the single player on the hardest difficulty, but I don't like the game, to be honest. Like, I've had so many problems with like bugs and glitches, and if I do a video on it, it's just gonna be me shitting on the game, and it's like, part of me is like, do it anyway because you've got the footage. All I need to do is get like the co-op trophies. That's all that's left. So part of me is like, do it, but then another part of me is like, I don't want to just be hating on a game. You know what I mean? I don't want to do a video where it's just me shitting on a game. But at the same time, if it's a shit game, it's a shit game. I don't know, we'll see. Prince of Persia. I want to get the Prince of Persia Platinum done and get the video out before... I'm trying to remember what the new one's called. It's not The Last Prince. I can't remember what the new one's called. But there's a new Prince of Persia game coming out this month. And I was like, I'll put this out just before. So hopefully I can get that done in time. Because I want to get Last of Us Remastered beat on grounded difficulty before I can go for the platinum. Bellator MMA Onslaught, that was a dumb PS3 game that I was like, it'll be a funny video, and I started playing it and I was like, this is just not enjoyable. I'll 100% it, but it's not a good game, and it's not even something that I can like salvage a video out of. And then my most recent game, as you can tell by all my trophies, is Control. Like I said, I've been watching a bunch of like Remedy Connected Universe videos. I've been going fucking balls deep into the lore on it, and I was like, you know what? I don't have the platinum for it. I've got nearly all the trophies, so I've went back. I'm playing all the DLC that's connected to Alan Wake, and I'm gonna 100% it. And I want 100% every game from Remedy. So Alan Wake 1, 2. Sorry, I don't even think I mentioned it yet, but I'm still sick from the cold that I had at the beginning of December. I've still not been able to shake it. But yeah, I want 100% Alan Wake 1, 2, Control, and Quantum Break, because I don't know if you can see, right there, I've got my Xbox One, I've dug that out, and I've bought Quantum Break for it, so every single Remedy Universe game, I will be 100%. But yeah, I think we've talked enough about 2023, it's time to look forward to 2024 and what my plans are. So in regards to trophy hunting, we've got 107 platinums. I want to hit 125. I feel like that's a realistic goal that I should be able to do. And there's a few specific games that I want to get platinum that I've just been holding off on for ages that I won't do a video on. Like The Witcher 3. I've done a Death March difficulty, I've done that at launch, loved the game. The only reason I couldn't get the platinum was the Gwent cards, which is some bullshit. It's missable collectibles and like a 100-hour epic RPG game. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that. And then they said they were gonna like add DLC so you could buy the cards, but they've still not done that. And there was Witcher contracts that were bugged that I completed it, but it never popped the trophy for it. So I'm gonna have to start a whole new save file, play through the entire game, get all the Gwent cards, and do all the Witcher contracts. I'll probably do the DLC as well, but like I said, I don't think I'll do a video on it. I think that's just one that I'll play offline and enjoy myself. I also want to get Uncharted Lost Legacy done because that is the last Uncharted game that I need. Then I've platinumed every single Uncharted game apart from Golden Abyss, which is on the Vita, but I don't think we need to count that. Like I tried playing Golden Abyss and I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the Vita. Like I kind of get used to the controls on it, and you need to play the game on the hardest difficulty. And I started it on the hardest, and I was like, yeah, this is not happening. Maybe if I could use a PS3 controller, I could do it, but not hard in the Vita. Try and go other games. Spyro 3, that has the platinum trophy called Party Like It's 2024. I feel like we need to do it this year. And Telltale, The Walking Dead, the final season, that's the last one I need. I just need to do all the collectibles. Then Telltale, The Walking Dead is done. And that's pretty much it as far as ones that I'll do offline. Ones that I want to do videos, Prince of Persia, Destiny turns 10 years old later on in the year, so does Shadow of Mordor. I don't know if I'll do a Shadow of Mordor video, and a UFC game. I want to do 9 Costromo completes this year because I want to do one a month, but I feel like that's unrealistic. And then I was like, well, one every 2 months isn't enough. Like 6 videos a year wouldn't be enough. So I'm thinking we're meeting the middle ground, try and get 9 videos done this year. And speaking of YouTube, my goal for this year is to hit 1,000 subs, which I feel it should be quite doable. We're currently literally just under 700, so I feel like 1,000 should be pretty easy to do. Watch me say that and then it just not happen. On Twitch, I'm currently at 47 followers, and my goal for the year end is to be at 250, which seems like a massive jump, but I feel like if I commit to streaming on Twitch, then it should be doable. Because the biggest problem I had when I was streaming on Twitch was that my Elgato was old and it pretty much just randomly lose sync, which was super annoying, and it honestly just kind of kept putting me off streaming. So, but that problem's been dealt with, so I've got no excuses. We should be doing a good amount of streaming this year. I was stuck between choosing between YouTube and Twitch for streaming, but I feel like Twitch is kind of like a older audience than what it is on YouTube. I feel like YouTube's a lot younger people, and my audience skews older. Like I'm aiming more 25 to 35, and on YouTube it's a lot of kids. In fact, I had on one of my Jedi Survivor streams that I'd done on YouTube, I had like a 12-year-old tell me to go kill myself. It was the funniest thing ever. I was just streaming, the guy's like, kill your fucking self. And I was like, what the fuck? And then after the stream I checked out his channel and he was literally 12 years old. And I was like, that is crazy. Like my PlayStation account's older than you. That's hilarious. But yeah, when you think of streaming, you think of Twitch. And I'm kind of tempted to go like balls in on the YouTube ecosystem. Like videos are on YouTube, the shorts are on YouTube, the live streams are on YouTube. Especially because watch time for streams counts towards getting approval for monetization and stuff like that. So, like I said, I've thought about it, but I feel like Twitch is just the better place to go. I mean, I'm saying that, but I could literally start streaming on Twitch for like a month or two and then go, fuck this, and then just go in on YouTube. I could multi-stream, but I don't know, I like the idea of keeping it all in one place. The benefit of YouTube is also that it keeps an archive. Like I've got streams from 2021 that are private on my YouTube, whereas Twitch, 30 days after, it's deleted. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. Oh no, in fact, so I watched Vault Boy Steve's year in review video, and I thought it was really well done. And I was like, I wish mine was as professional as that. Instead of just going through a slideshow of the PlayStation wrap up, So what I'm doing is I've got a little journal, and for this entire year I'm going to be taking notes for each month, what I've been doing in regards to gaming, and I'll be saving video clips. So the 2024 PlayStation wrap up year in review video should be a lot more high quality, a lot better, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you motherfuckers in the next one. Much love, peace.